Greetings everyone and welcome back to Pony Panels. Yes, Pony Panels is back right before the finale and with a rather poignant pair of issues. Issues 46 and 47 of the main comic are here, and they're both election based. Now, no, I'm not going to tell you my political affiliation because God knows that will cause a bit of trouble, but there are some parallels, but not as many parallels as you think. So, what's the pair of comics? Well, for the first time ever in a long time, there's an actual Ponyville election. When our favorite mayor gets challenged by several different candidates, but the main one is Filthy Rich. Now, yes, does that bring overtones of Hillary Clinton versus Donald J. Trump? Yes, especially in Comic 46 when Filthy Rich is trying to promise everything in his mom. But, as proven later in Comic 47, promises are hard to keep. That's one of the morals here. Don't make promises you can't keep. And also, it's more of a send-up on what's wrong with politics. From the grandstanding, almost wrestling-esque grab your attention style debates to what exactly a politician is supposed to be doing. A politician, mainly a mayor or congressman, is supposed to serve the needs of the people, yes, but they're supposed to serve it in a way that keeps everything balanced and under control and livable. They are not problem solvers. They are not promise keepers. It is not their job to create the world as we, the populace, sees fit. It is their job to make sure that the laws in place make life livable. Which, in this case, that's what Mayor has always done for the citizens of Ponyville. After all, Ponyville might as well be named Angel Grove, California, with all the amount of different attacks that have happened to the fourth place. And trust me, in Comic 47, there's yet another one. But special attention must be taken to the role of the Harmony Six in this comic. Most of them are just as casual observers to the political chaos. Applejack and Pinky are voicing their opinions, the vote, or what changes need to be done to make the town better through town hall meetings. While Twilight takes a more direct approach in Comic 46 and actually volunteers to help Mayor keep her job. Rather unsuccessfully. But it's the notion of her volunteering, plus through the strong message of the responsibility and importance to make your voice heard in civic rights, that is a strong point in this comic, especially given the timing and the theme. But I will also counter the comic and say that there's power as well as to not choosing a candidate that you think is being handed to you as quantified. There's also power in not voting. Sometimes we find a candidate in politics that we don't like. Like, generally, for some, and the election in real life. There's just no way you can convince one or the other as viable candidates. And in that span, with the exit of not too many options, there is an option not to, and that's also okay. No one should be punished for not voting. It's as much of a civic choice not to vote as it is to vote. But also understanding as a politician and as someone voting for one, their civic duty to you as a person and what you need to make your basic living better, not exactly your wishes, come true, is just as equally as important. A little knowledge on the actual political subject and what you might desire to make best the country. In other words, use the internet, do your research, and also become experted on the subject may make it not only an easier choice, but a smarter one. But we also get an interesting turn by Diamond Tiara. This is the first time post-Reformation through Crusaders of the Lost Mark, we actually see her doing something here. You would think, especially in comic 2 of the pair, she'd be happy given the current situation, but she's not. Mainly because of her father's massive promise of spending more time with her, but yet being neglectful, naturally. All in all, this comic, although for kids, handles the political system rather well with some interesting insight on how simple it could be and how civil it could be, but also about the dangers of making too many political promises and not being able to keep them, as well as understanding that there are some people that are just more qualified for the job, and even if you want to essentially leave a job, sometimes when you leave a job, you find you love it too much, that it means so much emotionally to you that it's hard to let go. And that's an even tougher lesson to learn. So, the grade for this comic is a 4 out of 6. Read this pair of comics, especially in the next coming weeks. You might find some poignant lessons if you're of age to vote. If you are not, use this as a basic primer to learn how elections work and how doing civic duty and keeping it civil can be done. You might learn a thing or two here. Until the next Pony Panels, I'm Nirvana Sparkle. Find peace in your own nirvana.